comrades, this is Chetty here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am going to be talking about Orphan First Kill, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So leading up to the release of this movie, I was pretty excited because, as some of you may know, I really like the original Orphan film, and I thought the trailers for this movie looked pretty good. Now this is kind of a weird one because it's straight to streaming, going straight to Paramount Plus, but it's also in limited theaters. Now, I didn't get the opportunity to see this in theaters, unfortunately. If you have the chance to see any movie in theaters, I think it's better to go see it in theaters because it just enriches the experience. But once again, I didn't have the opportunity to do that. So I watched it on Paramount Plus, and let me just say, guys, this is one of the best horror movies of the year. This lived up to my crazy expectations as a massive fan of the 2009 film. Orphan First Kill is a great prequel. In fact, one of the best horror prequels I've ever seen. I don't think it's quite on the level of Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, which will always be like my favorite horror prequel. But with a prequel, there is something that is a little bit worrisome because it takes away a little bit of the edge because you already know what's going to happen, especially in the case with this movie, because spoilers for the original Orphan. But as we all know, turns out Esther is actually a 30-year-old woman with some type of dwarfism, making her look like a child. But a big part of that movie is the fact that, you know, she's an actual orphan. And they mentioned in the original movie that her previous family died in a house fire. So you automatically know there's going to be a house fire in this movie, and they show that in the trailer. So I was like, okay, we know what this movie's going to be. I was still excited for it, but I wasn't really expecting anything groundbreaking. But we get a twist in this movie that completely shocked me and just changed my perception of the film and really made this stand out when this could have been a very standard slasher. Still, I probably would have enjoyed it, but just the fact that this was something that I wasn't completely expecting at all made it even better, and it just made me love this film even more. The actress who played the orphan in the original film reprises the role of Esther in this sequel slash prequel, whatever you want to call it, but it leads to a problem, which is that the actress has grown up. In the original film, even though she's supposed to be a 30-something-year-old woman, she was played by like an 11-year-old, and now she's 20-something. I mean, it's been 12 or 13 years since the original, so it naturally makes sense that the actress would age up. But I think it was a smart decision to bring her back because I can't really see anyone else playing the role of Esther because it's just so iconic in the horror genre. But she did a great job in this. They didn't use any special effects when it came to de-aging the actress. It was mainly about how they lit the scene and the way they had props set up and the actors and the staging. And there was a lot that went into it. And while at times you could definitely see, oh yeah, a shot from behind of Esther, that's definitely an extra. That's not the actual actress. Because it was very clear that she's an adult. But at the same time, I think that adds the uncanniness of it all because she's like the size of a child, but her face looks like an adult. So it makes it even more freaky because in the original film, yes, it's supposed to be an adult, but it's very clearly like a kid actress playing it. And here, having her as an adult playing the role of Esther, it makes the film kind of more creepy in my opinion. In fact, I would say just as a pure horror film, this film has some better sequences. I think this movie is more suspenseful. It's definitely more bloody. It has more kills for sure. But I think certain aspects of this film are a lot better than the original. For one, I think the story is more interesting here. The original is kind of just your standard evil kid movie. And going into this prequel, you know, we kind of know what to expect. We know who Esther is. We know what she's all about. So we kind of get to have a bit more fun here with Esther as a character, and we get to learn more about her, more of her origin, how she got to the US, and I think it just works extremely well as someone who is a fan of the original. Orphan First Kill was just incredibly rewarding. There's great sequences in here, some great kills. It's nice to get a horror film that's not really trying to do anything profound, while stuff like Nope is obviously great. I mean, Jordan Peele made a masterpiece with that film. It's nice to get a horror film that you can kind of just sit back, turn your brain off, and enjoy. And if you have seen Orphan First Kill, definitely make sure to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you haven't done so, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. Anyways, I will be back very soon with some brand new content. This is Shay signing off. Peace out.